Yes, so yeah. Yeah, let's see who's on the live tonight. Hmm. Let's see who's on the live tonight. Let's see who's on the live tonight. Let's see who's on the live tonight. Tonight we're gonna talk about multiple myeloma, cancer of the bones. Let's see who's on the live. Hey Jamie. Good night, Jamie. Good night. Let's see who's on the live again. Yeah. Yes, Ed. Yes, I. Okay, great. Good night, everybody. Good night. Let's build up the live and share the live, please. Good night, K Gray. Yeah, Mogra. Blessed man, you get a package. Yeah, we still have some packages sent out because man, we had trouble with the labels, So, we get them, we got the labels today. So, thank you all for the support. Hi, Angela. How you doing? Tria, good night. Lisa, good night. I want you all to share the live for me, please. Yes, good night. Jenny, good night. Tamara Reed, blessings. Kevin Williams, my brother, good night, man. Yes. We want to share the live, Yes, man. Cancer. Cancer is on the rise. Good night, Karen. Elvis, good night, brother. Jennifer Frank, good night. David Gordon, good night. Willis Nicholson, good night. Great night. Yes, that's a black summer. Wonderful. We want to build up the live and we're going to share the live and we're going to share the love. No fuss and fight. You just love among black people, Yeah? Share the live. Trevor Archer, my brother. Love to you, my brother. Liz, good night. Right. Now, we build up the live a little bit. Lavender, good night. Angela Johnson, good night, my sister. Yes, yes, yes. Thanks you all for the support and thank you all for the blessings. You know what I mean? Give thanks and praise to the Most High. And we were kind of slow on some of the labels. Sometimes it's not us that keep you all packaged long, The label man. And we just got a lot of the labels today. And I said before, I try to deal with black people. So it's a black company. Some brothers from Jamaica, they took a little while. We have to be patient, So we got the labels today. So back in business, yeah. Give thanks. Yes, Jenny, give thanks. Okay, tonight I want to talk about multiple myeloma, and we want to talk about the herbs that we can use for multiple myeloma. I'm gonna show you what they are. Because we talked to a brother today. And Alice Campbell, good night, my love. I love you, sister, if you're on the live. Alice Campbell turned me into a brother today who was suffering from multiple myeloma. And the few people well. And they said it is prominent in black people, African people, African-American people, yeah? And older people too. And we're going to tell you why you get multiple myeloma, yeah? And how you can go about using herbs, to help the bone to be structured and strong, so that the cancer don't brittle your bones. That's very significant, all right? A lot of people who are watching don't think that you are infallible, because any one of us could get cancer. Any one of us. We saw a lady last night, right? Young lady from Ghana came right here into my house. She drove all the way from CT, Connecticut, just to come here because she had breast cancer. Ductal carcinoma in situ. So don't feel that you are infallible. Don't feel you can eat the foods bad forever and don't get the disease, because cancer is on the rise. All right? The next program we're going to have is going to deal with the 450 pathway and the cells that can cause you to get cancer from the syringe that they put in you for the virus. So we're going to make a disclaimer tonight. This program is only for educational purposes. We're not here to cure anyone, but the body heal itself. Don't forget that. Wonderful. Here, son. Tell it back to me now. Here we go. Yeah, got it. All right. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this little live tonight is because, I like to educate people, because I was educated about herbs. I was a sick person. I had a stroke. I had high blood pressure. I had epilepsy. I had migraine. And my family could tell you that. His mother can tell you that too. Because when I had my stroke, I was with his mom, my son right here. And she had to save my life. You know what I mean? Because she was studying at Chinese medicine at that particular time. So she could have put some needles in my face and in my brain until she could call the ambulance. So I know what sickness is all about. So nobody can tell me what no sickness. Nobody cannot tell me about cancer because I see over 9 people died from it already. People who I knew, who was close to me. Yeah, so I know. And I know the effect that cancer have on people, especially when the man tell you to go in hospice because you're going to die. You know, so don't think because you're going around every day, you're smoking your cigarettes, you're eating your pork, eating your fried foods, you're having your party, you could dance around, all going to parties all day, all weekend, you're all jogging. Don't ever think you can't get cancer. Any one of us can get it. You understand? And that's the reason why it's very imperative for us to keep the body clean on a regular basis. All right? So, some people called me and said to me today, or yesterday, the day before, that you're not supposed to, the body's supposed to clean itself. So we're not supposed to clean the body. Wow, it's crazy. Doctors in the Caribbean said the same thing. So that's a motto of lots of doctors. Oh, you're not supposed to clean because the body clean itself. But there are doctors now who's telling us that they deal with cleansing and they deal with detoxification. They're smart doctors. Yeah? But that you don't have to clean your body because the body clean itself. That's very true. The body do have a mechanism that help the body to remove toxins. Yeah? But if you come and tell me that in Christ's times, in Moses' days, in the time of Egypt, and even the Egyptians used to clean. You see what I'm saying? So if you tell me long ago, when there was no bad water, no bad food, no bad air, yeah, your body will be able to clean itself because the pollution was much different. Now, the food is bad. The water is bad. The air is bad. Everything we breathe is bad. We put in things in our system is bad. So if the body supposed to clean itself so well, why are you getting cancer? If the body supposed to clean itself so well, why are you getting high blood pressure? If your body, of our body, supposed to clean so well and keep us healthy, how come you're getting brain problems, dementia, and Parkinson's disease, and Alzheimer's disease, and lupus, and scleroderma, myasthenia gravis, muscular dystrophy? If the body is supposed to be so wise and clean itself on a regular basis, why are we coming down with all these diseases? That means the body needs some help. So the body cannot do it on its own because its body is too polluted. It's just wisdom and common sense. So all these talk that you hear these average doctors throwing across the people, telling people that the body is supposed to clean itself so we don't need to clean our bodies, they want to keep you all in a sick care system. You understand? You follow me? So once they know you are living in a sick care system, they know for a fact that the institution will be full of people because people are sick. You see? So you must clean. You must detoxify. Because you now have to give the body that help to do these things. You see? Because you have a liver that have over 500 functions. Your liver, that is. Your liver have over 500 functions. And your liver is being bombarded with toxins every day. Drugs. One person taking 5 drugs. Alpha-Pin, atenolol, losartan, and aspirin, hydrochlorothiazide, cholesterol statin drugs. You tell me now. Now how your body is going to detoxify all these drugs on a regular basis. And every time you put a drug in your mouth, it must go through your liver for detoxification. So if your liver is overloaded with toxins, we call it liver overload, it's going to affect your gallbladder. So if the body clean itself so well, why are you getting liver cancer? Why are you getting high enzyme function? ALT, ASP, alkaline phosphatase, they're all high. Why are you having a high bilirubin level? Why are you getting gallstones? Why are you getting Crohn's disease? Why are you getting IBS? Why are you getting ulcers? Why are you getting gastritis? Why are you getting acid reflux? Because the body is not cleaning itself well. because it is bombarded with toxins. So you must clean and you must detoxify. So don't let no one fool you, making you feel that your body clean itself and you don't need nothing to help the body in the process. They're lying to you all. Secondly, the majority of doctors out there do not believe in herbs. But I told one yesterday, do you know, doctor, that 121 drugs come from herbs? He was amazed. Zestril have garlic. Aspirin have white willow bark. Cisplatin have periwinkle. Taxol have you. You see what I'm saying? Foxglove makes digoxin or linoxin, same drug, for a failing heart. So how you won't find on the herbs though? You see what I'm saying? You know? So God put herbs on the earth for us to use for different things. Some to clean, we call them purgatives. Some to soothe, we call them demulcents. Some to soothe the tissues, we call it astringent. Some to calm, we call them calmative. Some to clean the whole body, we call them alteratives. Some to feed your liver, we call them hepatics. Some to move parasite, we call them antiparasitic plants. Some to kill viruses, we call them antiviral plants. See what I'm saying? So if God, who is the Most High, is the knower of all things, and He put herbs on the earth for different things, the different parts of the body, we know for a fact we have to believe what He says. And that's what He said to you in Psalm 51, hyssop, use that. Go back and read the Songs of Solomon, chapter 4, and see what He says. Celandine, turmeric, balm of Gilead, all of them. You see what I'm saying? Because we know for a fact that herbs do work if we and put the body in a balanced state if we know how to use these plants. And that's why my programs and my presentations all the time is telling people how to use the plants. Yeah? So we have 3 types of herbs. Name me the first one. The first herbs we have is what we call food plants that we put in our foods. And the purpose of these food herbs is to go in with the foods and prevent viruses from invading our system, killing parasites or any kind of microbes. So for instance, garlic is a food herb. Onions is a food herb. Thyme is a food herb. Cloves is a food herb. But all these herbs that are food plants, they have a purpose. That's why we put them in our foods. So that they could go into the stomach and help the stomach to kill any kind of microorganism that is invading our system. That's what we call them food herbs. Yeah? And we have another set of herbs called medicinal herbs. These are the herbs that we use for people who have a sickness, a problem. We call them medicinal plants. And you come to me and you have a problem, I give you these plants called medicinal plants. And these plants go in and they help your body to balance. And after your body is balanced and you get rid of the sickness, these herbs should be stopped. They should not be used again. I don't use herbs unless I'm fasting or I'm going on a program. You see what I'm saying? So herb is there to be used when you're sick, like the dog. The dog don't use herb either, but when he's sick, he eats the herbs though. So that's why herbs are for sicknesses. We call it medicinal plants. So when you're sick, you go to the herbal kingdom and you use the herbs with a change of diet and a change of lifestyle, and the herb go in and help the body to balance. And when you get rid of that sickness, that herb should be stopped. That's what we call medicinal plants. Next category of plants is called poisons. Because there are plants that are poisonous, that have alkaloids, that could cause you to have veno-occlusive disease. 1, chaparral. 2, comfrey. 3, bitter burr. 4, yellow root. 5, mandrake. I can name lots of them for you. We call them poisonous plants. Foxglove, lily of the valley. They're herbs that do some good things, but if you do not know how to use them, you in turn can damage your organs. Just like a drug. You follow. So you have to learn. See? So you know you have food herbs, medicinal herbs, and herbs that are poisonous, and you, the individual who was not trained in herbal medicine, should stay away from the poisonous plants because they have lots of alkaloids. That can cause you to get a venoocclusive, a disease, a cancer of the liver. Stay away from those unless you go to a trained herbalist who know how to use them. You see? Because foxglove is a herb for failing heart. It have lots of glycosides. Like ginkgo have lots of tannins. Golden seal have lots of berberine. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Turmeric have lots of curcumin. They're chemicals. Black sage and green have alkaloids. So if we know what the alkaloids do and how dangerous they are, we in turn can administer these plants to a patient properly so that those plants don't harm the patient. So it's not about just going and use plants, and you have to clean. If you don't clean and you get sick and you don't clean, that sickness is going to kill you and you're going to end up in the institution. And I'm going to put you in hospice. Come over here, son. All right. We're talking about multiple myeloma. Multiple myeloma, cancer of the bones. Now, lots of black people have it. Stay right there. Stay right there, son. Come on. Come here, son. Multiple myeloma is a cancer of what we call the plasma cells. And when you have multiple myeloma, they give you what we call a stem cell transplant. But the gentleman who we spoke to today did all that and the cancer still come back. Oh, shit. All right? So you have to learn or to prevent yourself from getting multiple myeloma. We're going to tell you who get it. So multiple myeloma is a cancer of the plasma cells found where? It is found in our bone marrow. And because the cells, that is the plasma cell that is coming from our bone marrow, they are sick cells. They're not nurtured. They are what we call baby cells. Sick, like a baby who born and they have cancer. Childhood cancer. These cells are like children. They become sick from the bone marrow. They call them plasma cells. Yeah? Right. Lots of people have it now. We're going to tell you who have it. Now, lots of people who's under 35 hardly get multiple myeloma. It is what we call an ageable disease. Once you pass the age of, you pass over 35. And I will tell you why you get it after you pass 35. All right, wonderful. What can cause multiple myeloma? Radiation, X-rays, CT scans, all of them. The same radiation they give you for cancer could cause you to have multiple myeloma too. Because the same radiation from the microwave ovens, the same radiation from the X-rays, the same radiation from the CT scans, and the same radiation that they give you for cancer can cause your cancer from the breast going to the bones. Because radiation do cause multiple myeloma. So the same radiation they're going to give you for cancer can cause the cancer to go into the bones. And I know for a fact Mr. Marshall took radiation in Trinidad and got cancer, went to his shoulder and in his spine. He could not walk. I have testimonials because I was there in Trinidad with that particular patient. Viruses. Some viruses can cause cancer. HTLV virus, HIV virus, hepatitis B virus. They all are cancer-causing viruses. So when you have a virus can cause you to cause cancer in your system also. Human T-cell lymphoma virus, which is rampant in the Caribbean countries. Lots of people have it. That's what Robert Gallo called HIV in the beginning. It's a cancer of the lymphatic system but it is a virus of the lymphatic system, but it can cause you to get cancer there. It can cause lymphoma. So viruses, some of them can cause cancer also. Hepatitis B can cause you to get liver cancer. The HPV virus, human papilloma virus, can cause a woman to get cervical cancer. The same human papilloma virus can cause men to get throat cancer after they eat the vagina. So viruses do cause cancers. So viruses, chemicals, and guess what the chemicals are? Benzene, hexene. Look up benzene, look up hexene, and lots of these chemicals are found in some vitamins and minerals. Hexene and benzene is found in lots of minerals and vitamins, especially those that is made by the pharmaceutical companies. And aluminum in the vitamins. You follow? Chemicals, hexene, benzene, Agent Orange. All these are chemicals that can cause the individual to get multiple myeloma. You follow? Yeah? When the soldiers came from Vietnam, lots of them got cancer. Lots of Vietnam vets got cancer because they were exposed to Agent Orange. Chemicals. So all the chemicals you see, Russia and all these countries that fight all this cancer eventually. Watch what's going to happen in the Ukraine. Mark my words. In the next 5 to 10 years, lots of people in the Ukraine will come with cancers because of the chemicals. Man is destroying himself daily. You understand? Not in the not too distant future. Don't forget I told you that. The same Ukraine, like the same Iraq that they bombed, people are going to start coming with cancer. Little children are going to get breast cancer long term. Mark my words. Risk factors, race, black people, African American, African people, they say, get multiple myeloma more than the white man. Age. Once you pass the age of 40, 45, you are more prone to getting multiple myeloma, or if you have a family history, or if you are overweight. Because lots of people who have multiple myeloma is overweight people. Those are risk factors. And they put us black people as the first set of people to get multiple myeloma. Black people. Black people full of kidney disease. Black people full of high blood pressure. Black people and Indian people full of diabetes. But the body clean itself. So how come the body clean itself so well and we're full of diabetes, we're full of hypertension, we're full of kidney disease? With the same kidney which can clean your blood, you have to go on a machine for that machine to clean your blood for you. You can't do it. So don't let them lie to you all, man. Wonderful. Going again. How do we prevent multiple myeloma? Avoid x-rays. Avoid standing in front of your microwave ovens. Avoid taking too much radiation. Avoid living around a lot of electromagnetic fields. Avoid using too much radiation, too much x-rays and CT scans. Try to avoid radiation if you have cancer as much as possible, because that same radiation can move your cancer from your liver and send it into your bones. Avoid living around all these electromagnetic fields. 5G coming eventually. So you must clean. You must clean. And you must detoxify. So the person who told me that 3 days ago, I laughed at them. I said, how the hell you going to tell me that your body's supposed to clean itself so well and you have damn lung cancer? So your body doesn't clean yourself, period. But the doctor told me that the body cleans itself. So if the doctor told you that, how come you get lung cancer? Follow me now. Heavy metals. Get rid of heavy metals. Don't let them pile up in the brain, because they're going to affect the immune system. because multiple myeloma is an immune disease coming from the immune system, which is your bone marrow, the yellow marrow they call it. And this is significant. 2,000 micrograms of B12 should be taken every day, especially if you are prone or have a family history of multiple myeloma. Why, Patrick? Because this vitamin called B12 is a nanny to the bone marrow cells. It nurtures them. So once your cells is coming from the bone marrow, the B12 vitamin, which is stored in your liver also, supposed to act as a nanny to these cells and nurture them, and when they are mature enough, it send them into circulation into the thymus gland. And all of them have to keep you well. But because when they come from the bone marrow, they are sick baby cells. They call them plasma cells in the medical system. And there's no B12. And then you have all these chemicals. Hexene, benzene, and axion. All of them in your system. Licking up your bone marrow. Licking up the thymus gland. Clogging up your lymphatic system. You must get multiple myeloma. And you must get leukemia. You must get Hodgkin lymphoma. You must get non-Hodgkin lymphoma. You see, because you're not taking care of the bone marrow. And you must take care of the lymphatic system. You must drain your lymphatic system on a regular basis. Either you do a lot of skin brushing or you sweat a lot. Because the lymphatic system is part of the immune system, and that is where you house your macrophages and your T lymphocytes, T cells. So you must do lymphatic drainage on a regular basis, because it is vessels and fluid, intra and ultra, flowing parallel to the bloodstream and works parallel with the kidney. Your lymphatic system does. You see? But how many of us know that? And how many doctors teach us that? They don't. Because they want us to live in a sick care system, not a health care system. There is no country in this world that have a health care system. They don't. All of them talking about health care. I say sick care. They tell you to get sick and come to them. I tell you don't get sick to go to them at all. Clean and detoxify on a regular basis. And take herbs. And fast and pray. How do we keep this cancer called multiple myeloma from destroying the bones? I will show you the herbs in a while. How do we, black people, they say lots of us have it. Huh? I come to black people. How do we keep this cancer called multiple myeloma from destroying the bones? Because once you have multiple myeloma, it's going to make your bone become brittle. You're going to break. You're going to have to walk with a walker, or eventually it's going to end up in your spine and you're going to can't walk, and it's going to kill you long term. Because multiple myeloma is a dangerous cancer. It is in your bones. Don't let it get there. So I'm going to show you how you, the individual, can strengthen the bones and keep the bone marrow strong, so that when a cell leaves your bone marrow and get to know all the chemicals in your system, your body, I'm going to show you how you can prevent multiple myeloma and how you in turn can keep the bone strong, so that if the cancer get there, it would not harm you. So we're looking at sea moss, chickweed, horsetail, nettle leaf, comfrey, sorrel. And I'm going to make a blend for you, so you can go and teach somebody else. You can each one teach one and show them how they can strengthen the bones by using herbs that is found amongst us. It is in our midst. Minerals in solution, because remember that calcium is found in the bones. And you need magnesium to guide calcium. Because without magnesium, calcium cannot go nowhere. Calcium need magnesium as a guider. And then boron guide magnesium, calcium into the bones. Because magnesium is a traffic cop to calcium. So once calcium get to the light and the light turn green, magnesium says, okay, calcium, I want you to go right, make a right turn. Because calcium or have a signal on already, and then once the calcium make the right turn, the boron say, okay, here come calcium, I want you to go into the bones. If you don't get into your bones, you're going to have shaking of the teeth, and you're going to have arthritis long term, and you're going to be prone to getting your bones become brittle from osteoporosis, and when multiple myeloma get inside that bones, it will break it up. So the cancer patient today, I said to him, did the doctor give you calcium? No, sir. Why not? You got cancer in your bones. I don't know, sir. I'm back home. I told them I'm not going to take no radiation because they nearly killed me inside already. But you want to give him more radiation? Huh? That causes cancer in the bones. One of the main cause of multiple myeloma, radiation. But you want to give the same patient that have bone cancer, multiple myeloma that is, more radiation. People have to educate themselves. Educate all yourself, man. Education is the key and knowledge is power. The big complex. Because multiple myeloma affect your nerves. Not only your bones, it affects the nerves. B12 and zinc for the thymus gland. So that your thymus gland, when it have zinc, can produce a thymosin, which can produce a T lymphocytes to kill for you, because multiple myeloma is an immune disease. It's what we call an environmental disease from radiation poisoning, X-rays, microwave ovens, you know what I mean? Yeah? Agent Orange from Vietnam. Man against man again, and don't blame God, blame man. Or people want to blame God, don't blame God. God does nothing to us. He gave us a life to live and said to us, live this life. We choose to live the other life. So we getting sick and we dying and we killing each other every day. Yeah, from Agent Orange. And also benzene and hexene that is found in your vitamins and your minerals. And that's the reason why you have to know where you are buying your minerals and your vitamins from. Because there are good minerals and there are bad minerals, and there are good vitamins and there are bad vitamins. So everyone look for the cheap ones. Cheap ones want to kill them fast. Let's go to the herbs now. Now we said before that once you have a cancer or you have a disease, you have to know how to mix the herbs. And that's the reason why we have classes starting from tomorrow in my group called Come Chat with Mr. Patrick Dells. Free classes. I ain't charging for no class because not everything is about money. It's not everything is about dollars and cents. I want you all to learn in the class, and then I want you all to pass your message to somebody else in your community. You know what I mean? That's what I believe. Yeah? All right. Christ did not charge a man for healing him. You understand? He used clay and he made a man see. He never said to him, give me $10. He did not say that. Yeah? But they put the resources together to help the poor. And that is what so-called Christians have to start doing eventually. Yeah? Follow Christ. Now, shave grass, or what we call horsetail and nettle leaf, have lots of silica. And it's good for the bones. Yeah? So these two herbs called shave grass or a horsetail and nettle leaf should be the two main herbs for this formula for multiple myeloma and for the bones. Don't forget. I'm going to mix them for you. Yeah? The main herb should be these two herbs there. Over here now. We come in the sea moss. Remember that this herb, this is the purple sea moss, and this is the brown sea moss. This comes from Grenada. Yeah? Now, sea moss have lots of minerals. So once you have any kind of cancer, but especially multiple myeloma, you must go to sea moss. Because sea moss have lots of minerals. It will strengthen your bones. And we said before that once we can stimulate the organ system, a disease can never go there. Once it gets there, the organ that is so strong, because it is stimulated, can throw off the sickness before the sickness can get into that organ. And that is the reason why a sickness will go into any organ that is weak, and then it's going to kill that organ. And when it destroys that organ, it's going to go someplace else to another organ that is also weak, because they all work together. So the disease always look for the weakest link in your body to go to. and develop a cancer there. So sea moss is very significant for bone cancer or multiple myeloma. Mixed with shaved grass or horsetail and nettle leaf, because they have this herb have a lot of boron. And boron guides calcium into the bones. This herb have lots of magnesium. It have lots of calcium with alfalfa. So alfalfa, horsetail, and nettle leaf, and sea moss should be your main herb. 10 parts of each of them. Because remember now that you have cancer in the bones. And you want to strengthen your bones. You want to prevent the bone from becoming brittle and break, and cause you to sit in a wheelchair forever till you die. And if you don't have multiple myeloma, you got to keep the bone strong too. Because you can get osteoporosis as a woman after menopause. You see? So we have to teach our people. Now, so these are the main herbs we should use. Yeah? Because they have lots of calcium, they have lots of magnesium, they have lots of boron, they have lots of molybdenum, they have lots of selenium, they have all the trace elements that is found in the earth, and they feed your bones and they strengthen your bones. But in the process now, we are using those now for the bones now, but we are now strengthening the immune system and trying to get rid of the cancer. Where do you go? Come over here, son. We go to chaga. C-H-A-G-A. Chaga have a chemical called hetulin. H-E-T-U-L-I-N. Hetulin. This herb is so wonderful for cancer. It increases the immune reservoir. It strengthens the immune system. It is one of the best mushrooms around. It has lots of anti-tumor activity. It prevents inflammation. I put it in all my formulas: deep defense and counterattack. And the new one I have now called angio blockers. I put chaga because chaga is the boss with turkey tail mushroom. You know what I mean? And it's research. Go to the research. The research is there. So I'm going to build up the immune system at the same time, because we said before that multiple myeloma is an immune disease that affects the bone marrow, which is part of the immune system. So we have to go to the immune system and we have to go to the bones to strengthen the bones. So we go to the chaga, and we use chaga as the supporting herb. And then we go to the next herb called cleavers. Cleavers over here. Why cleavers, Patrick? Because cleavers is one of the best herbs for the lymphatic system beside violet leaves. So cleavers goes into the lymphatic system, and it helps the lymphatic system fluids to flow and become thin better. But while it's flowing, the lymphatic system, that is, it is also strengthening the lymphatic system, and your macrophages and your T lymphocytes, which is housed inside there, is now fighting and killing any kind of invader for you. Whereby the chemotherapy killed them. It killed them. Kill the good cells. Kill the bad cells. Follow me. Next one is called periwinkle. And periwinkle is what we call the supporting herb. So you have, don't forget you have, I want to teach you all now, you have the main herb, should be attacking the main disease, and you have the supporting herbs that is supporting what this herb is doing, the main herb is doing. Like you have a husband and a wife. The husband is working, and the wife is also working to support her husband. And then you have the children, and the children is now assisting the mother and the father with the chores of the house. Right, brother? God damn, man. That's how it's supposed to be. Ah, man. So simple. So the children should assist, and the woman should support, and the man, the main man. But the woman is there for a helper and a complement to the man. She's a helper. She's not a slave. She is a helper to the man and a complement. Yeah? But society makes us feel that the woman should be, oh, I'm independent. I don't need no man. God didn't create us that way, you know. God said a man and a woman. A man and a woman. and a woman are going to make a woman for you, and she's going to be a complement to you, and then you and her becoming one flesh. That means you all don't have no disagreement like God and Christ. You're always in agreement, and if you do have a disagreement because you're imperfect now, you could adjust to the other person because you can change him and he cannot change you. Dig that. Wonderful. Periwinkle. This herb have 88 chemicals for cancer. And the two main chemicals in this herb called cisplatin, they take this chemical from this plant to make a drug called cisplatin for cancer. But I give you the herb with all of the 88 chemicals, so that the other 86 chemicals in this plant can counterattack the other two chemicals that can give you the side effect. But what the medical system did, they removed the two chemicals for cancer and they put it into a drug which give you side effect because it kill all the cells in your stomach. Yeah? But we keep the other cells in this plant, the other chemical in this plant. So we have this periwinkle, and we have this chaga, and we have this cleavers as the supporting herb because they are supporting the sea moss, and they are supporting the nettle leaf, and they are supporting the shaved grass or the horsetail or the comfrey. We're going again. Sheep sorrel, another herb for cancer. So one, I'm going to give you a mixture for cancer or the bone marrow or for multiple myeloma. I must put sheep sorrel, one of the best herbs for cancer. They don't teach you that. But I make him the assistant herb because I want the main herb to keep the bone strong. So I don't want the sheep sorrel to affect what the horsetail is doing. I don't want the sheep sorrel to affect what the nettle leaf is doing. I don't want the sheep sorrel to affect what the sea moss is doing. So I make him the assistant herb, so he now is assisting the main herb to do what they're supposed to do by strengthening your bones. Chaparral. Now this herb is interesting because this herb right here called chaparral have lots of alkaloids. Yeah? And it is what we call a plant that they say you're not supposed to use internally because it's like comfrey and bitter burr and yellow root have lots of alkaloids. But this herb called chaparral, if it is used alone for a long period of time, it can cause you, the individual, to get venoocclusive disease, which is the disease of the liver. But once you can mix it with other plants and make it the assistant herb, that don't happen because all the other herbs in here will cut down on the side effect of the chaparral, which have anti-tumor activity. It shrinks things. You see? Yeah? So not because this herb have lots of alkaloids, pyrrolizidine alkaloid we call it, that we're going to take it out. So if you buy this herb from a company, it's going to say not for internal use because the FDA banned it, I believe. If I'm not correct, correct me. Yeah? But we use it because we know how. Because it's good for cancer. But it can cause you to get venoocclusive disease also if you don't know how to use it with other plants. Yeah? Next one. This herb is called chrysanthemum. She look like ganja?
Not really.
If you see it red, you're going to say it's ganja you have there.
You are right.
Oh. Now, this herb is significant for the liver. It is very important for the eyes. It have lutein. It prevents floaters in the eyes. Because we said before that once we are treating your liver, if we are treating your eyes, we go to your liver. Because your liver have a lot to do with your eyes. Without good liver health, you will never have good eye health. So this herb, although it is good for the liver and the eyes, it prevents floaters. Yeah? It prevents night blindness if it mixed with bilberry and lycium fruit and marigold. But it is also good to help the liver to prevent lots of inflammation in the body. Yeah? So I put it in the mixture. Because I know for a fact, once I am working on the bones, I must work on the liver. And I know for a fact, once I'm working on the bones, I must work on the digestive system because you have to absorb nutrients. Hey. Next one is called sorrel. And you can also use moringa. Moringa have a lot of minerals too. Sorrel have lots of silicon, magnesium, potassium too. Yeah? And I make this the support, the assistant herb, because although it have lots of silica, it do not have the amount of silica that what? Come here, that sea moss have, and it do not have the amount of silica that nettle leaf have, and it do not have the amount of silica or boron that shave grass have, and it do not have the amount of silica and all the other minerals that alfalfa have, that they give to horses. So I make this what? I made this assistant herb. So now we're going to mix them for you. And we're going to show you. From tomorrow evening, we have classes in Come Chat with Patrick Des. And we're going to teach you about the body with the anatomy book. We get to the kidney already. We're going to go to the heart next. We're going to go to the lung. And then we're going to go to the endocrine system and the nerves and the brain. And once you learn about the body and how it functions, then we're going to start to go to the plants and show you how to use the plants together. And you'll become the own herbalist in your own right. So when anybody gets sick in your house, you can fix them. Eh? Oh. So when we go to the main herb. Main herb. Don't forget we said the main herb is shave grass and nettle leaf. Yeah? Don't forget them. Shave grass and nettle leaf. Main herb. Now we're not going to put over here. We're not going to put the sea moss yet because we have to soak the sea moss. Make it like this over here. See? Let us soak it. And after we soak it, we can put it with the teas. Because it have a lot of salt. We got to take the salt out. So we can soak it overnight, throw the water out with some lime, and then after we soak it overnight, we can put it with these herbs together, okay, in a pot, yeah? Wonderful. Then we go now to the supporting herb, which is cleavers, and another herb called chaga. These are what we call the supporting herb, and we're going to put them in the bag. And these herbs are going to help lymphatic system, and they're going to help your zip, okay? Now the other side. Wonderful. Sorry about that, yeah? We go over here. Supporting herb, chaga and cleavers, mark them down. And then we're going to go to the next supporting herb called periwinkle. Because we know for a fact that periwinkle is good for cancer. They're going to tell you that. Periwinkle inside it. And then we're going to go now to the assistant herb, which is chrysanthemum and sorrel or hibiscus. We're going to show them inside here. And then we're going to go to the next assistant herb called sheep sorrel and chaparral, because chaparral have what we call alkaloids. So we want to cut down on the side effect of the alkaloids. Okay? So we're going over here. Over here, son. And then we're going to take 1 teaspoon to 1 cup of hot water. And we're going to cover it for 5 minutes. And then we're going to strain it and we're going to drink 3 cups every day. While you are doing this, if you know someone who have multiple myeloma, you are going to juice the juices or the green foods that have lots of calcium, lettuce and silica, cucumbers, celery, green apples, ginger to offset the radiation, chlorella, wheatgrass. Now, all the greens. And then all the greens go in now and they work with the herbs because they work together. You see? They don't cancel off each other. And then you know, as the individual who have bone cancer, will start to avoid your bone pain. So I asked the gentleman today, I said to him, "Sir, are you taking oxycodone?" He said, "Yes." Because once you have the bone pain, they give you oxycodone. How many times per day do you take that oxycodone? Well, when I get a pain, every day. But you know for a fact that oxycodone causes you to be constipated. Oh yes, sir. So how can you fix or repair cancer being constipated? So the oxycodone stop your pain, but they make you become constipated. More waste in your intestines. So how are you going to fix the cancer? So you're going to just be there and you're going to suffer till you die. 1 teaspoon, take a cup of hot water. You're going to cover it for 5 minutes. You're going to strain it and drink 3 cups per day. And then I want you to tell a person who have multiple myeloma, if it's not damaging the bones already, get some B12, take 2,000 micrograms. Yeah? Get some zinc, take 50 milligrams a day if she's a man, and multiple myeloma affects more men than women. Take lots of buffered vitamin C and take minerals in solution with lots of calcium. Minerals in solution. Keep the bones strong. So although if that cancer is in the bones already, you don't want the cancer to start making the bone become weak and break the bones. And you walk in and you just, you fall. Because the bones are weak. See? But they don't teach us that. So I asked the patient that I said, sir, did your doctor give you any calcium for your bone, for your multiple myeloma? No, sir. They didn't give me that. But they want me to come back and take some more radiation. Education is the key. And knowledge is power. So don't think because we sit every day, we go into our car and drive, we go to work, we come home, we eat, we party on the weekend. That's all good. We go on a boat ride, we go on a big cruise, jump on a plane, and then one day, you get some symptom, and then you go in front of a doctor, in front of an oncologist, and he says to you, you have cancer. What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? Any one of us. So what we have to do, we have to prevent these diseases, prevent them. Don't get them. Clean the system on a regular basis. Because we know for a fact that leukemia, multiple myeloma, Hodgkin lymphoma, non-Hodgkins, they all are what we call environmental diseases. 20% of these are the cancers. 80% of the cancers come from the diet. So cancer is an immune disease. Cancer, I'm going to say it one more time. Cancer is an immune disease. From the immune system, when they don't function well. 80% of the cancers come from our diet. 20% of the cancers come from the environment. From chemicals, radiation. The foods we eat, smoked foods. See? Yeah? Childhood cancers, like leukemia. Mothers and fathers eating hot dogs. And the studies proving that mothers and fathers who eat lots of hot dogs, offspring come with leukemia. That's facts. That's studies. It is there. Look it up. And that's why I love St. Jude's Hospital. I don't fight on these doctors because they're saving a lot of our children from cancer. Could be your child, could be my child. So I love St. Jude's. Research. But how come in the Caribbean countries we don't have childhood cancers easy? How come? How come childhood cancers over here is rampant and not in the Caribbean countries? Check yourself. See? So when the doctor says to you, don't worry with this man over here, he's talking crap, the body clean itself. So you don't need to go and take no dandelion root. You don't need to go take no yellow dog root. You don't need to go and take no cascara. You don't need to go and take no catnip or sarsaparilla because the body clean itself. I call him a liar. I say yes. 5,000 years ago, yes. 300 years ago, yes. And people still was dying from viruses. 300 and 400 years ago. Typhoid fever. Spanish flu killed 50 million people. So how the body clean itself so well? Yeah? But when you clean and you detoxify and you have a virus come in, it might get you sick for a couple of days, but you can fight it and kill it. And that's the reason why you have COVID long haul. You have COVID long haul. You have COVID long haul. You know why you have COVID long haul? Because you have COVID long haul because you got COVID and your immune system was so imbalanced in the beginning because you're eating the wrong foods. And after you fix the COVID, your immune system still firing. The suppressor cell isn't working. You know what I mean? You can't tell the cells to cut off, to stop fire. So your cells, after COVID long haul, start to say, I ain't shut off yet, I'm going to fire. Doop, doop. You start giving your troubles in your endocrine system. You start getting brain fog. You start getting anxiety. Because your immune system did not know how to shut off. Huh? And the same person who get a vaccine have the same problem too. They come to me all the time. You see what I'm saying? So the body supposed to clean itself. Naturally, yes, but not in these times. Because in these times, the man is messing up your food. He destroying the earth. He destroying the soil. The soil have no chemicals. No vitamins, no minerals, only chemicals. Roundup, Miracle Grow, Gamazone, that's what it have. See, he is destroying the earth. You understand? So if he destroy the soil and he destroy the nutrient from the soil, how your body going to heal it, clean itself? That's common sense, man. You can't do it. So you have to help it. Because you're living in a system full of toxins in the air. You're going to St. George's and you're going to Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn, cars like traffic like crazy. You are breathing in carbon dioxide every goddamn day. Huh? China full of it. Full of pollution. So how your body, in its wisdom, is going to get rid of all these pollution regular basis, bombarding it on a regular every goddamn day. And you're eating a food that's full of toxins, full of chemicals. You're eating a food that's stick on the shelf for 4 years. It's still on the shelf, and it's there in a box. And the bacteria say, "I don't want you." So what make you feel when you eat that food on the shelf? Now your cell go want it because it's dead. You follow me? That's it. You have to eat live foods. So what make you feel that them food you buying on the shelf, them polished foods, what make you feel that it will keep you well? We have to eat them in emergencies. If there's a hurricane, or if there is a tornado, a big storm, and we can't find these foods, we can eat them, yes. But you have to eat your live foods. And when you eat your live foods, and you stay away from pollution, because the air bad and the water full of chlorine and fluoride, how you want the body going to clean? That's common sense. And the man come and tell you, all you need every day is 30 milligrams of vitamin C. I tell him, I said, don't fool the people. Everybody need 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C per day. Oh, you only need 10 milligrams of B1 thiamine. You only need 10 milligrams of B3 niacin. You only need 10 milligrams of B6. That's all you need. I said, no, you need 100 milligrams of all of them. Because you're living in a toxic world, in a toxic society. So you must clean. So to correct the doctor and to correct the individuals who came to me and said, my doctor said to me, do not clean your system because the body cleans itself. So I said to him, I said, hold on, you're taking 5 pills. You're taking losartan. You're taking hydrochlorothiazide. You're taking alphelapine. I see you're taking a statin drug. I see you're taking metformin or glucosamine. And you're taking what? You're taking aspirin. So how come your body cleaning itself? You are now polluting your body even more. So your body can't clean, man. It's common sense, man. Yeah. So that's how we create programs. All right, we almost done. Roger number in Canada is 437-290-3057. Roger gonna have our products in Canada. It's there already. We have Keenan Monroe in Trinidad, and Trinidad all the customers giving us stress. Level the products in Trinidad that people heal, man. Keenan Monroe is 868-388-7979, and Roger in Canada is 437-289-3057. And we're going to give you a Naomi number in England on our next live, because we're going to have our products all over the world. You know what I mean? To help people to detox and clean the system up. Yeah? So you see we got all stuff today? See that? So all the people who was waiting for the packages, that's because this was the problem. The labels. Our brothers, I love our brothers still. I don't fight anybody down. It's our brothers. And sometimes because you all fight me down when you all get the products on time. But the brothers took a long time to print these labels. You know what I mean? And I said before, I am not going anywhere except by my black people. So we talk, and the brothers say, okay, we're going to try better next time. And I say, okay. So I want you all to know that we're going to try better next time also to get your products on time. But now we have all the labels now, so everything will be shipped, okay? Wonderful. Give thanks and praise to the Most High. You have the heart health. Heart health. Wonderful. So give thanks and praise to the Most High. Grenada, we in Florida. I think it's Saturday, or I think it's Sunday. We are in Florida. We're going to see a nice lady and a husband. We're going to spend some time down there. We're going to go on a radio station with a doctor and do some interviews. And then we're going to fly to Miami, and then we're going to fly to Grenada. And I will be in Grenada for things on the 15th of April for a little while, because we are now creating a retreat down there in Grenada, hoping to do it in May or June, if God give us health and strength. And we are going to invite a lot of people to come into Grenada, and we're going to teach you how to eat the foods and how to use herbs that will keep you well, yeah, so that their system don't see you all. Give thanks and praises, and the website is Natural Healing of the Patrick Dells Holistic Healing.com, Patrick Dells Holistic Healing.com, Ambrosia Health Foods.com, and also Ambrosia Health Foods is 718-469-0985, because we are our brother's keeper. So don't forget to love your neighbor as yourself. Alright, don't forget that. Yeah? And don't forget to look out for your neighbor. Okay, your neighbor is not a person who living next to you. Neighbor is everybody. Because you could be walking on the road one day and slip and fall. And the same person who you skin up your nose at, he can pick you up. Could happen. So don't skin up your nose at anybody, because you go up too high, when you're coming down, you might meet the same person you skin up your nose at. Alright? And we don't forget, we have our machines going into Grenada next week. High blood pressure machines, diabetic machines, cool books. Some lady dropped some clothes today and some shoes. I want to thank her very much. And we're going to give the names of the people next week. And we're going to share these things out to Grenada, and we're going to go to Trinidad. We're going to share some machines, and we're going to go stay, everything takes time, from country to country, till we can build it up and we can serve our people well, okay? Because each one teach one. Bless and love to everybody. Give thanks. Yes, sir. All right. We're going to take about 2 questions or 3 questions. Yeah, Pat. Yeah, whenever you're ready, The number is 888-496-4770, and we book up with consultation till the 18th. We are booked up with consults till the 18th because, as we said before, a lot of the group members have free consults, and they're consulted on Mondays and Saturdays, and I do it for free. I don't charge for consults for the group. If you're in my group, I don't charge for consults. And but we are booked up with consults till the 18th of April, I believe. Okay, yeah. I'll be in Atlanta on sometime in June. I think in the ending of June, we're having a big seminar in Atlanta. We're going to put it up, and we're going to be in Philly. When I come back, come forward again, we're going to be in Chicago and Detroit. And we're going to go to, I think we're going to Orlando and Jacksonville, I believe. All this is in the works, but I want to spend some time home with my children, and I'm see about my people in Grenada, because, everybody complaining. And then I'll see you all then, okay? Thank you, Sophie. Love you all. Love you all. Yeah, Barbados is there because, my ex-wife is there, Clotel Holder. She's a very good herbalist too. And you can call her at 431-0910. That's her number.
431-0190.
Yeah, 431-0190. Clotel is there. But Clotel and I are going to have, we have a son together. That's my son right here. Clotel and I are going to have a big seminar there in Barbados soon. We're just trying to get it together first, okay? So once I'm coming to Barbados, everybody gonna know, all right? Once you all want to vaccinate me, I coming. If you all want to vaccinate me, I ain't coming no way. Yeah, don't forget that, all right? I ain't want no vaccine. Yes, I'll keep teaching my people because, as I said before, I'm not perfect. I have lots of negatives too, but I'm trying to. If you tell me what my negatives are, I will try and adjust and correct my negatives. That's what because we're supposed to learn from each other. So if you can tell me where I'm going wrong and you can correct me, I will definitely take correction, because I believe in constructive criticism. You know what I mean? So I'll keep on teaching my people because, as I said before, I come to black people first. You know what I mean? I love all people, but my special love is for black people. You understand? And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, blessed love to everybody. Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia, going to be sometime in June, but I think the latter part of June will be in Atlanta. We're going to have it on the site, okay? Thank you very much. Safe travels, everybody. Blessed love, and give thanks and praise to the Most High Jehovah God.